Ferris Company began 2009 with 5,900 units of its principal product. The cost of each unit is $9.80. Merchandise transactions for the month of January 2009 are as follows. So there was a purchase on January 10th of 4,200 units at a cost of $9.90. That amounted to a total cost of $41,580. There was also a purchase on January 18th of 5,900 units at a unit cost of $10.80, which came up to be a total cost of $63,720. And the purchased unit cost includes price and freight in the unit cost value. And then we also had sales on January 5th, 2,200 units. On January 12th, 2,000 units were sold. And on January 20th, 3,700 units were sold. So total sales were 7,900 units. And 8,100 units were on hand at the end of the month. Okay, so what we're asked to do is calculate January's ending inventory and cost of goods sold for the month using each of the following alternatives. 1. Fifo using a periodic system. 2. Lifo using a periodic system. 3. Lifo using a perpetual system. 4. Average cost using a periodic system. And 5. Average cost using a perpetual system. Alright, well, let's tackle the first one, which is calculated using Fifo in a periodic system. And we'll first compute cost of goods available. And I worked this ahead of time just to save some time in the demo, but I'll bring it to light. Alright, so to compute cost of goods available, we know we had beginning inventory of 5,900 units times 980 for $57,820. And then we had purchases of 4,200 at $990, and we had a second set of purchases, 5,900 units at $1080. So that gives us our total purchases of 105,300. And if we sum that, we're able to compute cost of goods available, 16,000 units. And under all the periodic methods, this approach is going to start off the same way. All right, now remember that cost of ending inventory using the Fifo periodic method, we're going to keep this in mind. 16,000 units less 7,900 sold meant that there was 8,100 in ending inventory. Alright, well, using Fifo is very much a layering approach. So on January 18th that was the last purchase we made, right? We had 5,900 units were purchased, and since 5,900 is less than the 8,100 in ending inventory, then we know that amount is still on hand, 5,900 times 1080 for 63,720. Well, we've got to add up to 8,100 units to come up with the ending inventory, so January 10th was the previous purchase, and we can only use 2,200 of those units, even though there was really 4,200 units purchased on January 10th. We're only counting 2,200 units because that gives us to the 8,100 units in total that we have in ending inventory. And that equals 21,780. So we compute the total ending inventory using a Fifo periodic basis of 85,500. If we subtract the ending inventory Fifo from the cost of goods available, we come up with cost of goods sold of $77,620. Okay, now let's take a look at the Lifo periodic approach. And just like the Fifo periodic approach, we start off the same way. We compute the cost of goods available, which we did previously, and what we came up with was the 16,000 units had a cost of goods available of worth $163,120. So now we need to calculate what's the cost of goods of ending inventory and what's the cost of goods sold if we were using Lifo periodic. Okay, so what we do different here is with Lifo we assume the last one in is the first one out, so the earliest one is always on hand, and that would have been from beginning inventory. 5,900 units times 980 gets us $57,820. There's my 5,900 units times 980. Okay, and then if we then add in January 10th purchases, oh, and I realize I have all of this sort of highlighted with white in the back. I think it'd be better if we just leave it like that. Alright, then we have January 10th purchase of 2,200 units, and only 2,200 because we have to subtract off the 5,900 of beginning inventory from the 8,100 of total units, and that's how many of the January 10th purchase is still on hand. Alright, so we take 2,200 units times 990, that gives us $21,780. Add that together, we come up with the answer to how much was inventory using Lifo periodic, and then if we subtract ending inventory from cost of goods available, we're able to compute what was the cost of goods sold using Lifo periodic, and that's $83,520. Okay, next we take a look at the Lifo Perpetual method. And when you use the Lifo Perpetual method, or for that matter, any perpetual method, whether it be Lifo or Fifo, what we have to do is model the impacts and compute our balances so that when we know we have a sale, we know where to liquidate, or another way to say that is to know where we have to gather the right costs in the units from what just took place. And so in this slide you see we're laying out the transactions as they occur. So we start off with beginning inventory of 5,900 units at a price of $9.80 each. Then on January 5th we had a sale of 2,200 units. So that leaves us 3,700 units at the $9.80 cost. On January 10th we have a purchase of 4,200 units. So now our balance consists of the 3,700 balance from beginning inventory at $9.80 plus our new layer, which is 4,200 units at $9.90. Okay, then on January 12th we have a sale, so 2,000 units go away, and we assume using Lifo that those 2,000 units were sold from the January 10th pool, the last item we purchased, at $9.90. So then when we run the balance, we see that our $4,200 at $9.90 gets reduced to 2,200 units at $9.90. Okay, on January 18th we have another purchase of 5,900 units at $10.80, so that gets added to the bottom of the stack over in the balance column. And then on January 20th we have a sale of 3,700 units, and here as well we would withdraw or remove the 3,700 units from the 5,900 that was recently purchased on January 18th. Okay, next let's take a look at how we would determine ending inventory and cost of goods sold using the average cost periodic method. And this is relatively straightforward because it's simply the average cost. So the total cost of goods available was $163,120 divided by 16,000 units. Let me bring that to light. And what we come up with is we come up with the average cost per unit of $10.20, and that's rounding in for your screen there. Okay, so but that's the average cost per unit. Okay, so once we have that $10.20, we can compute the ending inventory by taking 8,100 units times the 1020 and coming up with $82,580. And then we can take the cost of goods sold, which was 7,900 units, times the same 1020 average cost per unit. I'll fill that in per unit, and we come up with $80,541. And that takes care of determining ending inventory and cost of goods sold using the average cost periodic basis. Okay, now we tackle average cost using the Perpetual system. And what makes this unique is that we have to recalculate the average cost every time we have a purchase, because that impacts when we have a new average cost. So we start off with $9.80 is our per unit cost, and when we have a sale on January 5th, the sale gets recorded at that beginning inventory cost of $9.80. Then on January 10th, we had a purchase of 4,200 units at $9.90, so we have to recompute the total average we have available divided by the total number of units we have available to come up with our new average costs. Then if we have a sale, which we do at January 12th, it gets recorded at the new average cost. Okay? And we keep modeling it this way, which you can see on the screen in front of you, so that when we're done, we're able to compute the 8,100 units at $10.33 gives us $83,673 of ending inventory using the average cost Perpetual method, and cost of goods sold totaled $79,481.